Today, we're going to talk about Positano, Italy. Positano is a gem of a town and the ideal starting point for exploring the Amalfi Coast of Italy. Even if you didn't realize it, you've probably seen photos of the town and aspired to visit it the next chance you get. And that's fair enough, because what's not to love about picture-perfect views of pastel-colored houses tumbling down a mountainside to meet a sparkling blue sea reminiscent of Cinque Terre? But if you're thinking of settling down here for a while, you're probably wondering if there's anything to do in Positano. Not all picturesque towns delight you the way they do in the pictures. But Positano will surely not disappoint you. And how to be sure of that? Well, let's have a look at the top 5 things you can do if you plan to visit Positano. And by the end of the video, you will have your head cleared of all the doubts. But wait a little and hear us out before you pack your bags. Number 5. Party at Music on the Rocks. This is the best nightlife option of all the Positano, Italy things to do. If you're looking for something different to do on the Amalfi Coast, this is the place to be. Because it is carved out of rocks that flank the eastern point of the Spiaggia Grande, this stunning beachfront nightclub is better known as Music in the Rocks. Music on the Rocks comes to life on the edge of the cliffs. The cave-inspired club's beautiful windows let in neon lights, and the sound of commercial pop and house music makes your feet stomp even before you enter. Once you're inside, the magic begins. The design is awe-inspiring and bizarre. The setting is dominated by rock, white columns, circular bars, and cool VIP leather sofas and chairs. The lighting is perfect, changing colors from blue to pink to green and creating a cave-like party atmosphere. The DJ booths, meanwhile, play great music and frequently host international DJs. Join the dressed-up crowds who come to hear the region's best DJs, who have been spinning tunes here since 1972. Expect high pricing because it is one of the greatest clubs on the coast. But it is worth a visit for the view of the sea and the unusual party in a cave experience. You'll be given a card at the door that can be used to purchase drinks. And when you leave Music on the Rocks, you'll pay the total on the card. Music on the Rocks is the best place to be if you're looking for a fun night out with your friends, a place to meet an international and local crowd, or simply a unique place to sip cocktails. Make an effort to look your best. Number 4. Spiaggia del Fornilio. Spiaggia del Fornilio is a gentle walk west from Positano's main beach, with an acceptable number of steps. Fornilio is a more laid-back than its posh neighbor, and it also has a few summer beach bars that get quite rowdy after sunset. The beach, which is distinguished by the presence of large pebbles and rocks scattered between the shore and the water, is about 300 meters long and is guarded at both ends by 2 imposing towers, Torre Chavrista and Torre del Fornillo. Several bars/restaurants rent umbrellas and lounge chairs, and you can order food and drinks to be delivered to your table, with waiters circulating to ensure you have everything that you need. The water was clear and refreshing, and there was a designated swimming area. The views, of course, are breathtaking. Since these are pebble beaches, water shoes are essential if you have sensitive feet, because getting in and out of the water can be difficult. But ignore the fact that the sand on the Spiaggia Grande isn't the soft golden variety you might expect. The location is the true star here. This is the heart of Positano, with its beautiful backdrop of peach, pink, and white houses and a view out to the bluest seas. Rent a sunbed for the day and get a golden tan, or take endless selfies to impress/annoy your friends back at home. Your choice. But Positano's beach is sure to please. Number 3. Hike the Path of the Gods. You may undermine yourself as a poor hiker and not think about giving it a try, but Amalfi Coast will help you get over that. Because the area itself is walking friendly, and you'll enjoy stepping out and seeing what you can find. The Path of the Gods, a historic trail that connects the mountain hamlets of Nocelle and Bomarano, is the most well-known and well-named walk on the Amalfi Coast. The pass name comes from an incredible, awe-inspiring view that it offers, similar to what one might see when gazing up into the sky. Apart from the divine scenery and heaven-sent views, the aspect that gives it its superiority above all others is just that: elevation. Because the trail is located high in the hills above the coast, the views are plentiful, uninterrupted, and spectacular. It used to be the only way for residents to get from one town to the next. It's now protected for tourism and all hiking enjoyment. The adventure will take you through historic towns, along ancient mule routes, and through some of Italy's most breathtaking scenery, all while keeping you away from the crowds of tourist attractions. The Path of the Gods Trail is a 7-kilometer round-trip hike. It will take 1.5 to 2 hours to walk the length of the trail one way, depending on your speed and how often you stop for photos and breaks. It's without a doubt one of the most enjoyable activities in the city. Number 2. Drive the Amalfi Coast on a Vespa. When traveling, most people consider roads to be a means to an end, and that solely their purpose is to get you where you want to reach, where you can stay in one spot and take in the sights. This concept is ridiculed on the Amalfi Coast. The road, like the towns, is one of the highlights in this part of Italy. The Amalfi Drive is known for being one of the most beautiful stretches of road in the world, with breathtaking views and tight turns. Only a metal barrier separates you from the fresh air and the crashing blue waves below. It may raise your heart rate, but it also means that nothing is blocking your view of the stunning Bay of Sereno. Lemon groves, vineyards, olive groves line the road, and fishing villages dot the coastline. Houses painted in pastel colors cling precariously to the steep hillsides and tumble over one another as they make their way down the sea. And obviously, if you're going to drive the Amalfi Coast, you'll want to do so in the style of an Italian. You'd rather not be perceived as a tourist, but you'd want to look like you belong there, with your hair blowing in the wind, sunglasses on, and looking uber chic. And what's more Italian than a Vespa? Hop onto a rental one, put on your sunglasses, and roam around like a native Italian would. Number 1. See the Church of Santa Maria Assunta. The Church of Santa Maria Assunta, with its beautiful Moorish tiled dome, is undoubtedly Positano's focal point. One of the town's most recognizable symbols is the church's colorful Majolica tiled dome, with its intricate pattern of yellow, green, and blue tiles shining against the blue sky and Mediterranean Sea. It's the most important landmark for determining where you are and where you want to go. The majority of the staircase leading up from the Marina Grande beach passes behind or through the church's small piazza. The view of the church's facade and the 18th century bell tower can be enjoyed from there. The Church of Santa Maria Assunta is one of the most popular destinations for destination weddings on the Amalfi Coast, thanks to its lovely setting in the heart of Positano. Couples come from all over the world to marry in this stunning church and have their wedding photos taken against the backdrop of Positano. Inside, Byzantine treasures from the 13th century, including the Virgin Madonna, are displayed on the altar. According to legend, sailors on a Saracen ship carrying the stolen Madonna panel were caught in a storm and heard a mysterious voice commanding them to pose or set me down. Perhaps the sirens were calling. However, the sailors hurriedly abandoned the Madonna on the first small beach they came across, and Positano was born. Whether you believe in legends or not, the church is still well worth a visit. Positano offers plenty of activities for everyone and every type of vacation. To fall in love with Positano, you don't have to be a luxury traveler. Despite its jet-set reputation, it's a relaxed, comfortable, and ideal base for exploring the Amalfi Coast. Now that you've seen the hype is right, are you ready to leave? Let us know in the comments below what number Positano is on your bucket list now. And as always, where to next?